sun has stopped setting and I'm not sure why. I mean, what? I meant to say the sun is currently setting and I'm not sure how my lighting dealio is going in the background because sun and such. And oh no, I'm getting lipstick already on my teeth. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another chit chat tag kind of video called My First Time. Obviously you would have clicked on it because that was the caption. No, it is obviously not about my first time, like the sexual connotation, in case people actually wanted to share that with other people or the entire internet. Anyways, my first time is just a sort of a tag video and it's just a bunch of questions about your firsts, really. It's just another one of those get to know me dealio thingies. So I'm just gonna jump straight into it today. First word. I actually had to ask my mum this question before I started because I really had no idea. I mean, really, who knows what their first word was? Well, at least remembers. Mine was Diddy, which was actually, our dog's name was Ziggy. Diddy. Is that, I don't even know if that can actually be counted because technically I wasn't even saying the dog's name properly. First stuffed toy, it was actually a bunny. I think it might actually still be in my room and I've had it since I was born, and it was Bunny, or Bunata was another name. I don't know who came up with that name. Yeah, she went everywhere with me. If I left her at my nanny's house, I would not go to sleep. I would make my parents go and get it because I'd just cry and cry and cry. First boyfriend. Well, I don't remember if I actually had like a boyfriend when I was 7 or little like that. I feel like most people did. Maybe I didn't. The first boyfriend I remember having was like, you know, one of those like primary school, you know, maybe I was probably like 11. So I was in grade 6 and his name was Jason and we went to the same school together, obviously, and I remember he just asked me out one day and I was like, yes, he is like the hottie of the school. We went out probably felt like forever and it was probably a few weeks, and then when we broke up he went out with my friend Charlotte, who looks exactly like me. Well, did back then. Creepy. First crush. So my first crush, the first crush I can remember having, I don't know if it's my actual first crush, I don't know, maybe I just don't remember anything past like grade 4. A boy named Jesse. He was in my class in grade 5 when I used to help him in class for stuff, and he was my first crush, but then he ended up picking my friend Taylor, who I'm still friends with now, over me, and I was really devoted, and he wrote her like a love poem and I was really jealous. First kiss. I would say my first kiss, my first like real proper like make out kiss would have been the same, Jason, when I was in grade 6, and I remember it was like planned. I'm pretty sure we didn't even tell each other. It was like he told his friends and then they told my friend, and I was like, oh my god. It literally, like, you never spoke to your boyfriend, it was just your friends. Like, even when you broke up with people, you'd tell your friend, you'd be like, I want to break up with him, go and break up with him, and then they would go and break up with him for you and say, you're dumped. Don't you miss those days? Anyways, so yeah, they're gonna kiss like right next to the hall, and it's gonna be at 3 o'clock, it's gonna happen. And I remember everyone, there was a massive crowd. It probably wasn't that massive, it just felt really massive around us, and everyone watched us. So probably the most awkward thing ever, like ever. And then I'm pretty sure we broke up like the next day. First alcoholic drink. Pretty sure I used to take sips out of my dad's beers, like when he wasn't looking, or he probably let me do it anyway. Probably when I was like 5, like from a really young age, I just remember taking a sip. I don't mean like a skull of beer when I was 5. First like real drink, oh, I don't know, it sounds really naughty. Maybe grade 9. When I was 14, I'm pretty sure I thought I was really rebel and like go and get the most disgusting, cheapest drinks you could ever drink that were like these fruity UDLs, maybe Elevates even. I don't remember an exact first time, but I remember one time I was with my friends and then we like drove around and literally sat in the dark in like a car park and drunk Elevates and then ran around a park. That happened. First car. I still have my first car, So 5 years on, I still have my first car. It's a white Holden Barina. I feel like I should be either 80 years old, like a grandma driving it, because it's like a little buggy, or like a P-plater still. I talk about this with my friend Brie all the time because it actually legit feels, we both have very similar little white like buggy cars, and it really does feel like we should be grandmas. First job. Okay, so my first job was actually working at a hair salon, and they're called the Tea and Tidy Girl was actually the title, and I used to literally sweep hair and make teas for all the ladies in the salon for like $7 an hour. And I was like, woo, money! First celebrity crush. That was actually a really hard question because I seriously don't remember. The first celebrity crush, it would have been, the first one that I can remember was Emile Hirsch. If any of you have seen Lords of Dogtown, when I first saw that movie, however many years ago it was, I was obsessed with him. I thought he was so good looking, and he was just grungy, and he was just cool and dirty, and I was like, yes, you are good looking. First real boyfriend. First real boyfriend was James, my boyfriend now. We did start going out in grade 10. I seriously couldn't have had many more serious boyfriends before then. Who was your first grade teacher or year 1 teacher? Oh god. Ma? Do you know who was my year 1 teacher? Miss Oswald. Okay. So Miss Oswald, you see. Where was your first sleepover? It was actually Kate's house. I used to be obsessed with going to her house because it was always cool and fun, and my parents and her parents were friends, and I was pretty young, and Mum said that I went to go for my first ever sleepover. It was probably like 5 something, and apparently I ended up sleeping in her parents' bed because I was scared. And first concert you ever went to? My first ever concert that I went to, I'm pretty sure I went with all my little friends. I was probably 6 or something, and we went and saw a Spice Girls cover band. And then my next proper concert, I won concert tickets on the radio to go and see Jamiroquai. I don't know if you ever know who he is. First broken bone. I've never broken a bone, touch wood. First sport you're involved in. Oh, seriously, I've done so many sports. It's ridiculous how many sports. Like, my parents used to sign me up. I'm pretty sure one of my first sports would have been maybe ballet, maybe gymnastics, nippers, one of those. I've done a lot. First piercing, well, clearly I'm boring. My first piercing would have been my ears, and I wasn't allowed to get my ears pierced until I was 10. Mum was like, you need to be double digits to get your ears pierced, and I begged her for so long. First person you subscribe to on YouTube. Probably my first ever person that I subscribed to. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's a combo between Tonya Burr and Carly Bybel. They're definitely, it was one of those two. When I first started watching YouTube videos, I was just like, oh my god, these girls are the bomb.com. And last question, do you still talk to your first love? Yes. Yes, I do, because he's still my boyfriend, duh. That's convenient, because that could be a really awkward question. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do like doing these sort of chit-chat random videos, especially when they're questions like that, because some of those were a bit embarrassing, but what can you do? So that is it for me today. If you'd like to see anything else, as usual, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!